Welcome to JAMUP, Jeff and Mark's Untitled Podcast. We don't usually call it that.
JAMUP. Yeah.
Number 10. We've made it to double digits.
Boom, we're a decade.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
I think it would be 10 years, but it feels like 10 years,
Yeah.
doesn't it? As
been a
spaced
while.
out as these episodes are, but
Yeah.
I think it's been more like a year. We might have had our anniversary and we don't even know.
Sorry, baby.
We'll have to look it
forgot
up.
our anniversary.
I did too. It's okay. I didn't get you anything. But yes, welcome to Jam Up number 10, the big 1-0.
1-0, double digits.
But you are not number 10, so you are number 1. What has been going on with you lately? Still a champ, of course.
Still a champ
LFA.
of LFA. Yeah. I recently just got back from Vegas about a week ago.
Yeah, I saw some pictures.
Yeah, they flew me out to Vegas, my first time ever, and I got to do like a bunch of the promos and the pictures and all that for
Nice.
my up and coming fight. So, yeah, that was interesting.
Was it?
Yeah, I got to go to the UFC Institute, Performance Institute, which is like a $14.2 million building.
Damn.
Yeah,
Holy
I didn't
shit.
deserve to be there, dude. I'm like a hillbilly, and
You're like a little kid in a candy store or something.
absolutely, yeah. No, I was like, what can I use first? They're like, well, this is off limits, and you can use this. I'm like, trying everything out. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
Nice. So you just had like free roam. You could just go over and do whatever
Yeah.
was open.
They,
Nice, like a theme park for fighters. or some
It
shit.
really was. There's an underwater treadmill, so the water level raises and lowers, so it goes up to about nipple high, and the floor moves like a treadmill. It's low
Wow.
impact on your joints. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's the real deal, and once I get this contract, I can use it anytime I want. So
Nice, dude.
yeah.
What's the skinny on all that? Let's hear about this.
All right, so I've had to act like I'm, oblivious to it and have no idea what's going on. But 2 hours or so after my last fight, They text me, UFC text me and asked me if I wanted to do the Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series, and of course my answer is yes.
Hell yeah.
So what that is just it's an opportunity to fight in front of Dana White and the two matchmakers, Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard, to impress them enough to give you a 4-fight contract.
So that hasn't happened yet.
That happens July 24th,
Oh,
2 weeks
shit.
from today.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I bet you're training hard for that then.
Yeah, I have been since I've known for a long time now. But UFC was like, look, we get it. You want to tell everybody, but until we announce it, please don't tell everybody.
No, I heard about it a little while ago. But,
Yeah.
but of course I kept my mouth shut.
I kept everybody that close to me in a loop. But yeah, like social media, I just announced it and people went fucking crazy, dude. So
No, that's awesome. That's like it's on Fight Pass, right?
yep, UFC Fight Pass.
I'm about to get that shit just to watch that.
Why don't you go to Shale Brewery?
Shit, well, I actually got an invite for that. I might, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're not just fighting one time. I'm sure. I'm probably
Right.
not gonna make it every single time. Not only that, I'm kind of the guy who likes to rip things and keep it for myself.
I would really like that.
But I did that with the last fight too. But which I owe you a copy of that.
Yeah,
actually.
whatever.
But yeah, I gotta get some DVDs. But that's awesome, man.
Yep, it's been what I've been waiting for 10 years, all those long hours and missing, bachelor parties and everything in between, missing things that my daughter does. Like I miss a
All the
couple of her
sacrifice.
games. Yeah, it's a sacrifice, but it's all pays off in the end, I knew at one point I'd get to this spot in my life where I was fighting the top guys in the world, because I believe I am one of the top guys in the world.
Oh, me too.
Thank you.
Me too, man. I mean, shit, you got Stipe on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell yeah. You know who you're fighting or anything?
Yeah, his name's Josh Apelt. He's out of California. He's he has a lot of fights. He has like 20 fights.
Oh shit.
Yeah, short, stocky guy. Obviously he's a gamer. He wouldn't be there, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm far superior fighter. So, but we'll find out in 2 weeks, man. That's the best part about fighting is there's only one way to find out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And I might have to make it down to Shell just to watch the first one because who knows what kind of my money situation will be.
Right.
Not only that, but I need to get down there anyway. Jared's always talking about it.
Oh, dude, they had the best coffee stout I've ever had in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm a huge coffee stout fan, too.
This will be a great segue, but last time I had coffee beer of any sort, it might have been coffee stout, was fucking right after Franzia beer pong at Josh's 30th. And man, that was the first thing that came back up later. I'll tell you what. But yeah.
Franzia beer pong.
Well, it wasn't always Franzia beer pong, but it ended up being Franzia beer pong until that coffee beer and whatever. You just randomly came out.
Oh, I know. I
later,
brought out like
six-pack.
9 beers or something. Like
All
random,
different kinds.
Yeah, all random.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I found these.
They
And
were-
Josh is in the chair, passed out. You're drunk. Everybody was drunk.
Oh, I was wasted. I hadn't been that drunk in a long time either.
Me neither. Oh, I had such a good time at Josh's 30th. That was a fun time.
Wait, that wasn't even beer pong. That was flip cup. It was Franzia flip
Flip
cup.
cup. You're right.
We didn't play beer pong. We played baseball or whatever, but it was mostly
Yeah.
flip cup.
That's why we burned through so much beer that night. So baseball is it's a constant.
Yeah.
You're refilling cups.
I still don't quite understand that game at this point, but baseball rules of some sort. But I was half wasted. And
3 misses and you go to the next inning, pretty much. So, but man, I like that way more than just beer pong.
Oh, I bet. I don't play a lot of any of them, so any of them are really fun to me.
Right.
But
Flip cup's fun when you get a big group like we had. We had like what 9-on-9 at one point.
shit, I don't even. Yeah, probably two full tables, the whole team going down each side. So
Yeah.
it'd have to be at least 8, I would think.
Yeah. So what's been going on with you?
Not shit, dude. Podcasting, doing Ohio WrestleCast, trying to get other people around to do other things. Working with Jared still at this point.
Working sucks.
Yeah, it does, but I get more time off than I probably should anyway, so I should be okay with that.
Yeah.
But money isn't there, unfortunately. But
Well, yeah, they moved me to part time, half a day at work the
Yeah.
last couple months, or probably like the last 6 weeks or so.
probably
I love
like
it.
Yeah.
I get to go home and take a nap usually, but then I get my paychecks and I'm like, oh man.
Imagine you're training right about now a lot, so
Yeah.
that probably helps with that too.
Yeah, it's actually real nice because I don't know if I could work a full day in this heat and then have the same practices I've been having. I've been on it a lot lately. So
I feel that.
yeah, my boss Gary, man, he's amazing, dude. I didn't even really have to like pull his arm too much, twist his arm. He was just like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
And you probably could twist his arm pretty damn well.
dude, he's an Italian gangster. I'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Oh shit! All right, now I'm sorry I said that. I take it back.
But yeah, so man, what do you want our first little segment to be?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty ill prepared for this one, which isn't out of the ordinary whatsoever.
That's
But
kind of how we roll.
yeah, we wing it. You did bring up, and I kind of already did too, but you said you wanted to talk about AHW.
Yes.
Might as well go with
As
that.
I see the heavyweight strap right there.
Which isn't actually mine anymore, but it was taken away from me out of storyline, so I still consider it mine.
It is
Not only
yours.
that, but I worked on that for like 2 days when I was a child. But Evan Wiley is the new AHW champion, and who fucking knows whenever he will be challenged for it.
Oh, we're doing it again.
Another
Probably this year.
really.
Yeah.
No, dude, it was super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun. Anybody that doesn't know, AHW was our backyard wrestling promotion when we were kids, and a little bit into high school too. But for Josh Griffith's 30th birthday, one of my friends from school back in the day, but his cousin as well, and I believe he's your best friend. But for his 30th birthday, he wanted to have a reunion show, and we did. All of us except for Nathan, pretty much. Me, you, Josh.
Nathan and Jason.
Oh yeah, Jason Walker wasn't there either.
I invited him, but he didn't. He no-showed.
And Shane, he was around in the beginning, but
It was.
yeah, man, we all got together and did it. I didn't get hurt. I know, I threw my back out 2 days later, and I think it might have been partially,
yeah,
because like I was hungover as shit the next day, so I didn't really move. I slept like most of the day once you guys took me home. But
yeah, you were looking rough that next day.
yeah, and I apologize to anybody if I seem like an asshole at all. I was just hungover.
No,
like,
no,
I just
no,
wasn't
no.
talking
And
much.
we weren't sleeping at all. I mean,
Yeah, dude, I was puking. I got up like every few hours and puked.
yep.
Like I was hammered.
Evan was snoring next to us.
I remember I don't even know how I remember, but I remember waking up to you going, Mark, your alarm's going off. And I just rolled over and turned my alarm off.
And then, like, maybe 15 minutes later, I rolled back over. I go, Evan, stop snoring.
Yeah, I think I heard that.
He's like, oh, sorry.
But yeah, that was a super fun night, and I didn't get too hurt. But I had a really good time wrestling, though.
Yeah, the best part is, like, if we were to fall in the grass controlled the way, like, just to fall down, I would skin my elbow. I would hurt. I bruise something. And we were taking bumps out on the ground, and it was like...
We were, for sure. Luckily, we had mats on there.
Yes.
But, like, it was a small area. I'm pretty sure there was roots in the ground from the trees and shit. And
I didn't feel a thing, though. I was like, my adrenaline was going like a fight or something.
No, the only time I did feel something is when I took a bump from the outside of the ring, which was a trampoline, up on tires, just like the good old days. But we even rigged it up with duct tape right before. But when I took a bump outside, and I think I was just like rolling off or got thrown out or something, and I just like, it wasn't even that hard of a bump, but when my heel hit the ground, it just slammed into the ground. I was like, ah. That was the only thing, and then I limped for like a couple minutes after that, but...
You know, like we had that real fine gravel at your house.
Yeah.
And I think that gave a lot of...
Had a lot of give.
The impact.
Because it kind of absorbed you.
Yeah.
Like
like you sank down a little bit.
Yeah, because they weren't like... It's not like sand where it's real gritty or anything. They were just like little pebbles, but the pebbles were like kind of smooth. So they kind of just like rolled around on each other. It was kind of like falling into one of those... things that we used to put like our faces in that had the needles in it, and then you'd look at it and it had the image of your face or your hand or whatever.
It was yeah, and then when the couple times we did it over at Nate's, his was like a concrete driveway, but it was the grass, you know, it was like hard as a rock.
Yeah, like I remember he had the trampoline in two different spots at one point. One was closer to his house, and then one was farther back.
Yeah.
I know farther back there was all kinds of... There were sticks in the yard. There was trees around and shit. But
if we would have just took 10 minutes to clean up the sticks,
just rake, you know? Yeah.
We just didn't think about shit like that back then.
Nah, the way we saw it was more hardcore or something. I don't know.
But yeah, that was probably my favorite thing we've done in years.
Oh yeah.
After that first match, we all looked like kids on Christmas, dude. We had smile ear to ear, and I was like, man, this was so fun.
I know, I was super psyched. I even have like backstage footage or whatever where I was filming as we were getting ready and shit. Evan crawling up the steps, touching your leg, and you were like, holy shit. You thought he was a cat, I think you said. But man, good time.
That was a really good time. I hope we do it again.
I appreciated your outfit for Mr. Hollywood, though. Like, you wore the tight...
Oh, yeah. I went all out for it. And the kick pads.
Yeah. And I mean, you had... And I kept referring to you as... You look like white LeBron because you had the headband on and the beard. But it was awesome. Peter Gozinia made his triumphant return.
For all of 6 seconds.
Yep. He was probably the highlight of the night, too.
Oh, yeah.
The crowd went crazy.
The girls loved it.
All the drunk adults we were wrestling for.
Yeah.
Man. Great night.
Yeah.
Really good night.
That was fun. I'd like to do it again.
For sure.
It's probably not going to have the same, nostalgia purposes, but,
I don't know,
I think we'll still have fun with it.
If we up the production value every single time, it'll always be fun, I think.
I think so, too. Maybe have a couple more matches rather than just 2.
Yeah, we had a jobber match and then our main character matches.
And we just beat the rain by about 30 seconds.
Yeah, we did, too. No, I remember even in the video footage, we're all standing around afterwards, and it's literally starting to rain on us, and we all just go inside. That's when we all start playing, Flip Cup and shit like that. But yeah, hell of a night. Happy belated birthday, Josh.
Yeah. Jared's is up next. Jared's is the 26th.
Oh, you think Jared wants a reunion show as well? No, I'm sure he doesn't.
Probably not. He probably has to actually wrestle that night.
And he was claiming he had a cracked rib or something too that night.
Yeah, he said he hurt his rib.
And he took that
Flips.
big spot from outside.
You guys caught him really well too.
I was afraid one of us was going to get like healed in the face or something.
I did too.
But,
I was like, oh, there's a broken nose waiting to happen.
It turned out quite well. We all landed well, didn't get hurt, as far as I know. Maybe he cracked another rib or some shit. But
no, he's fine. Yeah,
good night.
So that was good. Besides that, man, I just been getting ready for the fight, and I was happy I got out of there with no bumps or bruises, and then ever since then, I haven't really been doing anything.
Wow. What'd you do in Vegas other than like all the fight-related stuff? You do anything cool?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Okay, so first night we were there, my coach, I think it was like his 5th or 6th time being there. But he's never ventured off the strip.
Okay.
So we were on the strip the first night, and I was like, this is fun. I was like, traveling and all that. I'm like falling asleep at the blackjack table. I'm like, oh God, I'm so tired. I'm like, it has to be like 1 o'clock in the morning. I looked down at my phone. It was 8:30 because the time change.
Oh shit!
Completely fucked me up.
Yeah, I bet.
So the first night we went back to the hotel about like 10 their time, and I slept. And the next morning I had to wake up and do all the thing. I had to be down at the lobby by 7, so they'd pick me up and take me there. I woke up at 4, 5, 6, 6:30. I was like,
damn,
I'm up,
And you got no sleep.
No, yeah, I was a wreck. But it was good. So the second night, we go back down to the strip. And, we're kind of running out of things to do. I mean, we're not running out of things to do, but we're like, what do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? We couldn't figure it out. I'm like, let's go to downtown Vegas.
Yeah.
It is like night and day.
Really?
That's
See,
where
I've
all
never
the freaks
been to
are at,
Vegas,
man.
so yeah.
Yeah.
That's where like Hunter S. Thompson was, and like Fear and Loathing and shit. Like he's venturing over there.
Downtown, they call it Old Vegas. Wow. So Fremont Street, I think I'm getting that right. Fremont Street. It's this long, like 2-3 mile long street. Has this canopy over it, and it's a video screen. So like there's different like images.
Holy
and stuff.
shit! So it's almost like a tunnel.
It's exactly what it is.
Wow.
And and there's like 3 zip lines that go all the way, start from the beginning and go all the way down. So you can zip line over it.
That's so cool.
So cool.
And with the over it or under it? So you're under the video screen zip lining.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so
cool.
cool.
So you're probably 20 feet above the people walking on the street.
That's awesome.
Very cool. So there's also these probably 4-foot circles from the diameter, and it's like that's where all like the Elvis impersonators, the people that shoot fire,
all the like
sword
buskers
juggler,
and shit.
yeah, just dude, the way I described it, I was like, what did I say? It's like if Las Vegas Strip and ICP had a baby, this would be it.
Wow.
Right yeah,
I don't know if I like that.
No, you would.
Yeah?
It was the best time ever.
So it was just like a freak show. It was like pretty much what you hear about, like the seedier part of Vegas being like.
So that picture with that midget little person,
yeah,
Mr. T I took.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally just standing in a circle, looking like Mr. T, taking
Just
pictures of
waiting
people
to
for
do
$5,
that.
$10.
Yeah, nice.
I'd
do it too.
Yeah.
They make some pretty good money, most of them.
They have
probably,
to.
especially there.
I gave, like, for 2 pictures, it was me and my coach, Steve. I gave him $10.
Nice.
It took maybe 20 seconds. Yeah, that's better money than I make.
Oh, yeah. That's like $10 a minute. Yeah. That's pretty good.
No, you're not getting that every minute. You're probably. I guarantee they pull close to $100 an hour.
No, but for like that short amount of time to make $20 off of it, $10, that's pretty slick.
So
even more so if there's like a crowd of people.
So all you need to do is have something weird, and people are going to pay you money. This is the best part about it. So we're walking. There's a guy in a G-string, huge like platform style shoes.
Yeah.
Nothing but a G-string, Gene Simmons makeup.
What?
Yeah.
That's it? Just on the face? Everything else just G-string and platform
black
shoes?
G-string, platform boots, and Gene Simmons' face.
He doesn't even have the rest of the get up.
Nope. Just standing there.
See, that's...
So somebody walks up to him and goes, I can't remember what his name was, but they're like, hey, man, what's up? What's up, Dylan? How's things? He goes, same old, same old.
Just a normal guy.
Yeah.
Dressed up.
And we're like, and my coach, like, he got red in the face. He was laughing. He's like, did you hear that? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that is just, same old for that guy. For us, it'd be the most embarrassing time of our life.
Yeah.
Same old.
Just, what's up, Dylan?
Yeah.
Like Dylan.
It
I bet his mom was
so
proud.
funny. My face hurt from laughing so hard down there.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. So, yeah, Vegas was sweet. I get to go back for 5.5 days next time. I was only there for like 2.5. I'm getting better with flying.
Yeah?
Yeah, the flight out there was smooth as can be.
Was I in your head the whole time? The
I
plane wants
swear
to stay
to
in
God, dude. I told you this before.
Yeah,
every
Obi-Wan.
time I hit turbulence, I'm like, it wants to be up here. Mark told me.
Yep. Anything Mark says is true, especially like he's an aviation expert over here.
So I'm just like,
not at all.
So I'm playing my Nintendo Switch, and I'm like, we want to be up here. Get there, no problem. I'm like, man, I think I conquered flying.
Nice.
The way back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was right.
Oh, shit.
So pilot comes on right before we take off. He's like, he gives us weather report. And he's like, we'll just expect a couple bumps and there, some turbulence over the Rockies, and then we're smooth flying from there, no problems. Southwest has a flight tracker you can get on your phone.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching, and we're fucking boom, 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 boom the whole time.
Oh, shit.
We get to about Chicago, right before Chicago. We're still, and the pilot goes, flight attendants, please take your seat and buckle up. I was like, we're dead.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I was like, I've never heard that before.
You're cursing me on the inside.
Yeah.
Like, Mark doesn't
Yeah,
know
we want to
shit.
be up here. And it would have helped if I had my Switch with me, but I forgot it at the hotel.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Did somebody get it?
Thank God they did.
All right,
they sent it
cool.
back to my house. I just got it back yesterday.
Nice. I was like,
It only cost me $12 to get it mailed. So yeah, I don't know if I'm good with flying again, but let's find out here in about 10 days.
There's always those bumpy rides. It's a little windier and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to fuck up my cool Obi-Wan.
No,
here.
dude, you're good. I think everything's gonna be smooth flying on the way back out there.
Nice. I like that you said flying and not sailing.
Yeah, well, I almost did.
You're air sailing. It's an airship.
So you're doing it. It was, I thought I was gonna, but yeah, I swear to God, every time we hit a bump on the way out there, I was like, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
The way back though, the whole time, I was like, people were getting like uncomfortable. It was so bad. Like,
that's crazy.
Is this ever going to end?
How long do you think, like time-wise, that it was actually like that turbulent?
So on the way out there, it's a 4-hour and 15-minute flight. On the way back, it's 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's tailwind or whatever they call it.
So was the whole flight that was like that?
I would say every bit of 2 hours and 15, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Because from Chicago to Cleveland's only like an hour flight.
And how long into that turbulence did they say, tell like the stewardess and shit to buckle up?
About 15 minutes out of Chicago.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I'm like...
So they knew this was happening.
Yeah. Either the Rocky Mountains take up majority of the United States or they didn't see it coming.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, because they said once we get past the Rockies, we'll be fine. Another thing I didn't know is when you fly towards out west, so when you're heading there...
Yeah.
When you go over the Mississippi River, you always experience turbulence.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know why.
Maybe it might be where like I don't know what the terms are for it, but it might be like where the different currents meet.
Maybe.
And it tends to blow you a little around.
Yeah, I mean, because that was the only time we experienced it, and it was probably 10 minutes.
Wow. Kind of like when oceans meet and shit. There's
They
like
turn
a lot
different colors.
Actually, yeah, they do. Some of them don't. Some of them, the waters are so different they don't mix at all. So you're sitting there looking at like a split.
I saw that.
Where it's like green over here and then like dark blue over here.
Cruise ship.
There's like too much salt for it to mix.
We were going up to. We were going down to Bahamas. and we're all eating breakfast, and I stared out the window, and right down the middle, light blue and super dark blue, and I was like,
That's so crazy.
it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's I don't quite understand the science. I just know that there's a pretty big difference there where they just don't mix. They just don't go together well.
Wow. Like, does the water go or does the salt stay?
See, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, yeah, is the water kind of just moving in and out, but whatever it is that makes it the different color doesn't?
Yeah, it doesn't move.
Weird. I don't know. We need a
Bill Nye on this.
yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody out there that says something.
That actually reminds me. I watched. I didn't watch it on Saturday, but I watched it yesterday. Today's Monday, right? No,
Today's
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So I watched it on Sunday, but I watched UFC 2, whatever.
26?
Yeah, with Stipe and DC.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
Sure
But,
was.
The reason I brought it up was we can talk about that if you want to, but the reason
Sure.
I brought it up is Brock Lesnar.
Motherfucker.
DC calling out Brock Lesnar, and right before that, like before the fight even happened, they showed a clip, and I don't know if they knew that the announcers' mics were on or shit, but Brock went over and like shook their hands, said hi to Dana, shook his hand, said, "I want to do your podcast sometime."
I heard
brother."
him say that.
And I was
yeah.
like, "Oh shit!" And he said, "Anytime." So I'm just waiting for Brock to show up.
I wonder if that's
going
going
to
to
be a hell of an episode.
Do you think it's going to be a hell of an episode?
I think
it's
it
going to
will.
be boring.
I don't know. I think Joe might get some shit out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, they're friends. He said he wanted to do the show. It makes me wonder if Brock has something he wants to talk about. If he's going to talk some shit, or maybe he's going to give some WWE info or something.
He might do. I mean, usually they're 3-hour podcasts or 2.5, 3.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably a real busy dude, but like,
Right.
it's going to at least be like an hour and a half, if not longer.
Yeah. I'll definitely listen to it because especially with people that I know or something that interests me on Joe Rogan, I always listen to it.
Yeah.
There's a couple out there that I'm like, I am not listening about weather balloons for 3 hours.
Yeah. Joe's a different guy than he used to be, though. He's actually in a bunch of shit. Well, he isn't in a bunch of shit, but Alex Jones was talking a lot of shit there for a minute, and they actually Alex just like stopped and said, "I love you, brother." Anyway, that's my Alex Jones impression. Terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot why I was even bringing this shit up.
Oh, you
now
said Joe's different. You know.
Oh yeah, he's a different kind of guy now. He doesn't even believe like a lot of conspiracy theories and shit anymore.
He really the best one though is the moon landing.
Yeah.
Because he thinks we went to the moon, but he thinks everything we know, like the general public, is bullshit.
He thinks a lot of the documentation of it is false or faked.
Yeah,
which
I think it is too.
Yeah, there's really good chance. Because and he even says this, but it's proven that they did fake a lot of stuff that didn't. Like they've blacked out pictures of astronauts in tests on Earth and made it look and said that it was him in space doing a spacewalk or some shit like that.
I went like on a YouTube rabbit hole thing for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that happens.
I was like, all right, I got to put this down. I'm done. You know, I don't know. I still don't know any more than I did when I first started.
I do the same thing, and like lately I've been doing it with like weird like judges going off on people in court and shit, and then like I don't know, all kinds of shit. People getting like mad at skaters.
Yeah.
Like skaters versus angry people, I believe is what it is. Some of those are really fucking good.
Yeah. They used to have those ones. I'm sure they still do, but like skaters versus BMX guys at the skate park.
I've never saw it. Like they throw those in there, but it's mostly just like people getting mad, like you need to leave, like because they're skating something or whatever. And they're most of the time skaters are just being assholes, but
most skaters are assholes.
It's nothing to be like pissed off about. I don't think.
No, if somebody if they're not damaging anything, why does anybody care?
No, it's well, most
like
people think it's like a liability.
All right, yeah, I guess that makes more sense.
But I mean,
you know what happens when skateboarders fall down? Usually, they just go home.
Yeah.
They're not like, I'm suing for.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, unless like there's some piece of shit like, which I guess is why they do that. But just put up signs like skate at your own will.
Yeah, one of my buddies from work, Corey, he's a very good skater.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I don't know how good he is, but he just got a deck again. Now he's gonna start skating again. I'm kind of excited to watch him.
Dude, I thought about getting a skateboard again. They're not. I mean, they're still expensive, but they're not as expensive as they used to be, or maybe they are. I don't know, but I haven't skated in years. I was never really that great, but I always had fun, and I could do some shit.
Yeah, that was me. I just did it because the rest of the guys did. Dan and Tyler and stuff.
Dan and Tyler were pretty good.
They were very good. Tyler was very good.
Dan
could
was
just
too.
ollie everything.
No, Dan got way better than like probably what you remember. 'Cause I got tons of footage of Dan skating, and he was shit. Tyler was too, though, but the old days,
The good old days. I just ran into Tyler at work.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really talk to him anymore. He pissed me off.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't talk to Mark. I pissed him off.
Yeah. He's the same old Tyler, and it's unfortunate. We don't have to talk about that shit.
Some people don't grow up, you know?
But, yeah. What'd you think of UFC 226, I believe it was?
Well, obviously, I was a little bit more invested than the average human.
Yeah.
That was my training partner, my teammate.
I was too for you.
Yeah. A lot of people were like, what happened? I'm like, 2 eye pokes on a right hand. That's what happened.
That's something I found really strange is that the ref told him multiple times,
Yeah.
watch that, and he did not stop himself from doing it, and then it happened.
Now,
And once that happened, it went all downhill.
yeah, the first
from
2.5 minutes, Stipe was controlling. He was landing punches. He took him down, held him against the fence, got poked in the eye, and just everything was a 180 after that.
I know. That seems like a turning point for sure.
But, you know, that's even though my teammate and the greatest heavyweight of all time lost, that's the best part about the sport is you never can count anybody out. Like, there's on paper, I mean, I've been a huge underdog on paper, and I found a way to win, you know? Like, it's almost motivating to be so maybe Daniel Cormier was thinking that, like, I'm the underdog. I have nothing to lose. I'm going for broke.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the other heavyweight fight, Francis Ngannou versus Derek
Oh my
Lewis.
God, that was the most
worst
boring fight I've ever seen.
fight ever.
It was. I think I heard somebody say it was the second least amount of strikes in a fight ever.
And Ngannou was the scariest human in the world
Yeah.
until Stipe beat him. And it's like he took the fight away from him.
Yeah,
There's nothing left. And I don't know if he'll ever get it back.
I think he even tweeted or something and said like that he had the fear in him. Like I think that's that's right along the lines. He used the words "the fear," so I think
He
that's
probably
right
had
on the head.
somebody tight. Because I ran into him in Vegas.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was the first UFC fighter I saw at the Performance Institute, and I was like,
Like talk to him and shit.
you know, he kind of gave the little head nod, and he just kind of stared at me, and I was like, he's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I bet.
But I ran into a couple of UFC fighters. Uriah Faber and Uriah Hall was there.
Both Uriahs.
Only Uriahs I've ever heard of.
What are the odds of that? They're both right there.
Right.
And you saw them both.
Yep, within 10 minutes of each other. But
Cool.
yeah, there was some cool. Like I ran at the hotel. I was getting breakfast, and right next to me was Paige Van Zant.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like,
She's just as pretty in real life as she
she's
is.
better looking in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet. She's a
Yeah, you
good-looking
see
girl.
you see her on TV, and she's a very beautiful girl, and then you see her in person, you're like, wow, you shouldn't be fighting.
I like Paige. She's really good looking. For some reason, I got a thing for Rose Namajunas. That girl.
She's cool as fuck.
She's a badass, and like she's got that like Natalie Portman and V for Vendetta thing going on, where she's
The
just
shaved head.
yeah, and she's super like nice. Like
Yeah.
even they call her Thug Rose, but she's like the nicest.
The only thing thug about her is the way she talks. She has like that little ghetto accent.
and that face that like deadpan face she does, like something hot about it. I don't know. what
Yeah,
it is.
she's cool. She was like, I used to think before she cut her hair, she was gorgeous. I'm not into like
for
the
sure.
short hair, but I can see how people like it.
And I even like I can't say her last name. but
Joanna
yeah,
Jacek? Yep.
she's pretty cool too. I follow them all on like Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
Which I saw Stipe posted and with his face all cut up and shit. But he seems like he's in high spirits.
Yeah, I think because there for a minute, I didn't know if this was going to be his last fight or not. I mean, he has nothing left to prove.
Yeah.
But I think this made him hungry again, which is bad news for me.
Yeah.
Because I got to train with him still.
Shit.
But
hey, you
yeah,
won one round in sparring, right?
Maybe.
Make it another one.
I'm gonna say it was close.
See, now you're going back. You're like, I won before, but now you're like,
Yeah,
no.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
He heard, didn't he? He heard and he said something.
No. No, I mean he would probably say like, yeah, it was a good round, but like I don't know if I won the round. I know I did better than most people can do against him.
Nice.
Fighting for my life.
I bet.
And maybe he just had an off round. I mean, of course he had an off round. But yeah, so I'm excited for him to come back, and he's about to have a kid, and his first kid.
No shit. Congratulations.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, my experience at the UFC so far has been great.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it wouldn't be, but
Well, I didn't know. I was like, to them, I'm just a number. Like they can find another heavyweight in a heartbeat.
yeah.
So I had to be like, very like anything they wanted to do, I was all about it.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So.
Well, sweet.
Yeah.
Any buddy there, you're like, oh, there's my rival. Like, can you go full Scott Hall with anybody there you met? You think? Even people we know.
Like who I'd like to fight?
I guess.
Oh,
I guess that's
like
a weird
heroes.
way to phrase the question. Just yeah. Who do you want to fight the most? I guess out of everybody going right now.
So there's a guy. I can't. He's a hard name. He's from New Zealand. His name's Tai Tuivasa.
Wow, yeah, that's a hard name.
Mark Hunt, which is my favorite fighter. Mark Hunt's training partner.
Oh shit.
And the kid is very good. He's won, I think, 3 fights in a row for the UFC. But, like, to me, I watch him. I go, man, I match up well against him. He throws really good combinations. He has some knockout power. But, like, I see holes in his games where I'm like, man, I do that better. Oh, I could probably take him down off that. So, like, that's, like, now is, like, everything. Every time I watch a heavyweight fight, I'm scouting pretty much. I'm like, ooh, I could utilize that. I could do that. Oh man, I have to watch out for that. Yeah,
I guess they're all potential opponents at this point.
Yeah, in the next 2 years, man, I could be fighting like Derek Lewis or something,
Yeah, man. And it's, you see any of the competition you're gonna have to go up against in this Contender Series? Like, are they all there when
they
you were there?
But we all did like it was weird. So I don't know if because I was such a late. There was already 3 fights made before they announced mine.
Okay.
So I think they flew those guys out there first. But there was a bunch of guys out there for different weeks of the Contender Series. And they kept all the guys in the red corner, which is the corner I'm in, together, and we did all of our stuff in the morning. My opponent was also there, but he was in the blue corner, so he did all his in the afternoon. I didn't cross paths with him at all.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool, yeah. They did. Usually, I mean, these smaller promotions are just like, hey, you guys are using the same warm-up area.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And you guys are like friends the whole time.
Yeah, you gotta be.
Shit.
Yeah, like especially as an amateur, man. Some of the places you fought in were the dressing room was smaller than this living room. Yeah. You're warming up next to your guy, like,
hey,
everything. Buddy.
No, I'm sure that's awkward.
Yeah. So.
Well, hell. Is there anything you're like? Are there any of them you're kind of worried about, or you think will be like a real challenge for you or anything?
Oh, anybody in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah, anybody in the top 10 is there for a reason.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Like they're probably all the U's from all the different regions and shit. So.
Yeah, that's what it is too.
You're all the Ric Flairs of the different territories.
Yep. That's the way I feel now with having the LFA title. It's like I went into this territory and won the belt. I went into this territory of my opponents and defended the belt. I was like, man, I'm like the Ric Flair of MMA right now.
Dude. You're on a U.S. tour, essentially.
Yep, I've done every time zone so far.
I like it. I bet your fucking internal clock's all fucked up at this point.
It is after, fighting, it's weird. Like, this fight's going to be aired here at 8 o'clock. So it's only 5 out there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But they give you enough time to, like, get adjusted and stuff. So I'm really excited.
Sweet.
Yeah, besides that, man, I don't have anything else. Did you see any new movies?
That's pretty much my go-to is like new things I've watched and shit. So like, I've seen a couple things. You seen anything lately? I haven't seen all the movies everybody thinks I should. Like I haven't seen Infinity War yet.
You should.
I know, of course. Like I very few spoilers too. People are like keeping it. Like people respect it.
People are pretty cool about it. Yeah,
anymore.
Like
that. Before it used to be like a big deal, but now people are just like, we're not. No one should spoil Infinity War.
You know, the dust part, like where they're making everything dust. But I won't explain it. I mean, you probably already know what it is, but
kinda, yeah. Look, yeah, like pop toys, and it's just a pile of dust and shit, and like, people die. I know people die. I know a couple people.
We knew that going into it too.
But and I even know shockers of people that didn't die. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I don't know how they died. I don't know who killed them. I don't like.
It was definitely up there as one of my favorite. I still have to go see Deadpool 2.
I got to see that as well. Dude,
I hear mixed reviews. I hear a lot of people say it was better than the first one, though.
Really? Yeah. I haven't heard any bad reviews. I've just heard that like they like the first one more, or this one was as good as the first one, or maybe
I've
not
heard a lot
as.
of that too. Like, I can't pick a favorite.
But I don't hear anything bad. I mean, I know it broke another record.
Did it really?
I think so. I think it was Deadpool that I heard that broke it. It broke the rated R comedy record again. I think it beat itself or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I know it won it.
Yeah, it was rated R comedy.
I would like to, just because I've watched the rest of them, is the new Jurassic Park, even though I heard it was a dud.
Yeah, the first one was okay. Wasn't great. My biggest complaint with the first Jurassic World was that everybody in that movie, aside from Chris Pratt, was a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
They were dumb. Like, they were making terrible decisions. And when I can't get behind most of the characters and be like, you're just dumb, you deserve to die, like... Meanwhile, I'm just like, Chris Pratt, just get off the fucking island. Who cares about these people? They're stupid.
Yeah, fuck everybody else.
But other than that, it was an enjoyable movie, I thought.
Until the end. You know.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years, so I'm not...
Yeah, I actually just recently rewatched it because I was like,
it's just kind of cornball at the end.
Yeah. I love me some Bryce Dallas Howard, though. I like redheads. Pale redheads.
She is a pretty redhead, though.
Yeah. It's Ron Howard's daughter.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yep, Bryce Dallas Howard, Ron Howard's daughter.
So I want to see that. TV-wise, I just started... I'm about halfway through the second season of 13 Reasons Why.
Oh, see, I saw the first season, haven't saw the second one, though, and I hear it's like the most depressing shit ever.
Dude, it makes me, like, not want to have any more kids.
Yeah, just because, like, why am I bringing them up in this cruel world? No, that's how I felt the first one.
There was a couple things from the first season that I was like, man, I can remember high school kind of being like that. And then there were some unrealistic things, like kids just dropping mad F-bombs in front of the teacher. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, unbelievable shit.
And then there was like, they would eventually, like, they would be like, okay, watch your mouth now. I'm like, is that how kids are? Is that how high school is now? Because
we would have got
kill my kid,
and we would have gotten so much fucking trouble in school. Yeah. Like no teachers would be tolerating that shit.
I remember to Miss Krajak, she like gave me a D on a paper, and I actually worked hard on it. It probably was a D. It wasn't good.
Yeah.
But I was like, you can't give me a C on that. Like, it wasn't even like answers. It was up to her. It was a presentation.
Oh, so it was just her opinion, basically.
Yeah, it was really her opinion, and I was like, I worked my ass off on that. And what do you know? The whole faculty knew. They're like, oh, so you worked your ass off on something, huh? I was like, wow.
Oh, wow.
And then Mr. Carnes was like,
that sounds about right.
Before, Mr. Carnes was like, hey, turn around. It's like, you didn't work your ass off. I can see it's still pretty big.
That sounds like Carnes, too.
Just
I didn't
like
even
Carnes.
have them, and I know that sounds like Carnes. Like, I had them for, like the study halls and shit like that, so I knew them slightly, but...
It was just like... It just rolled off my tongue. And I was like, you guys are really going to, like, make me feel stupid about that?
Yeah,
like
what? You said
how
ass.
else would you describe it, you know?
Yeah, like, I've heard teachers probably say ass before.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to be funny or be cool or something.
Yeah, I started watching that. It was good.
Nice.
But really, that's about it. I haven't had time.
I actually watched a few, I download movies when I see that they're out, and then I don't watch them for, like, weeks. And then there's, like, that spurt where, like, I don't have anything to do for, like, a day, and I'll just watch 3 of them. But I watched, and I watched some TV shows, too, but I watched Super Troopers 2.
Opinion about it?
I liked it a lot.
Okay. I'm going to give it a shot, then.
It's not worse than the first one, but it's not better than the first one either. It's a nice continuation. Years later, it's not like it picks up right where the last one let off.
I thought the previews did it no justice. I didn't get to see it yet, but the reason I haven't is because the previews were terrible for it. It looked like the worst movie ever.
It looked it almost looked like a fake trailer.
Yeah.
But no, I liked the movie a lot. They played on a lot of older jokes too. Like they brought in new characters. It was nice to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is that
Being a
on
Super
DVD
Troopers
yet?
fan. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Came out on 4/20, so I would think if it's not, it's coming out soon.
Soon, yeah.
And then last night, actually, I watched Ready Player One, and
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
Was it good?
People, I haven't heard good things about it. You know what I mean? I've heard pretty bad things actually, but I thought it was sweet. I'd watch another one.
Was that the one about video games?
Yeah, it's like it takes place in 2046 in Columbus, actually.
All right.
And it's like a crazy world. Like this kid lives in. It's almost like Fallout a little bit in this one spot of Columbus, where it's just like a bunch of trailers that are like stacked on top of each other's and pylons and shit. And it looks like a shanty town almost.
Okay.
Just with a bunch of like trailer park trailers, and they do everything in this virtual world. And this virtual world was made by like this almost like hippie Steve Jobs type guy that died, and then he left like this game you could play in this world, and whoever won the 3 keys or whatever owned the world and the company and shit. Kind of like the Willy Wonka for video games, if you really think about it.
Was there like video game characters in it, or
like they would go into this digital world like with these headsets, and then they could buy these suits.
Okay.
So you could feel things, and they went into this digital world, and you had your digital avatar, but you could be like a cool looking like anime type person, or you could be like a ogre or like all kinds of shit. But and then it's filled with all kinds of pop culture stuff too. So like the main kid in there, he's driving the DeLorean everywhere from Back to the Future. And shit.
Okay,
So,
I did see on the trailer. I was just like, it looked good.
yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It's a Steven Spielberg movie too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know until the end. But you'd think you would know that. I guess
that's the first thing they say. It's like Steven Spielberg's.
Yeah, maybe I did know and I just forgot, but no, I enjoyed that a lot. And I watched something else too. I can't go. Oh, I think it's called Cock Blockers, but it just says blockers, and then it's got like the silhouette of a chicken in front of it. But it's got John Cena in it. I don't know if you know who Leslie Mann is. She was in like she's Judd Apatow's wife, but she's blonde. Back in the 90s, she was in that George of the Jungle movie with Brendan Fraser,
Yep.
but now she's in like all the Judd Apatow shit.
She's Big Daddy and stuff, right? That girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway,
she's hot in Big Daddy.
she's still hot, dude.
Yeah.
And This is 40. You see
I
her
love
naked
This
in
Is
that
40,
movie.
yeah.
Me too. And I loved Knocked
4-year-old
Up
version.
as well.
Oh yeah, Knocked Up.
But I like Judd Apatow movies, actually. I even like Funny People, and that movie got a lot of hate. No, not a fan?
I
enjoyed
couldn't
it.
tell you when, but I
really
remember
long.
it being on, and I was like, this isn't funny at all.
Yeah. It was kind of serious, too. But, yeah, I think that's all I really watched lately. I watched Game Night a while ago. That was really fucking funny.
I don't know that one
Jason
either.
Bateman.
Oh, yeah. I saw something on that.
Reminded me of an old, like 90s Bill Murray movie called The Man Who Knew Too Little. You ever seen that?
No. I'm not a big, I think Bill Murray's awesome, but I'm not a huge, Bill Murray fan.
For years now, I've said that Bill Murray is my favorite person that I don't know. He's my favorite person in the world that I don't know.
He's a Chicago Cubs fan, so I can't say that.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't realize.
But I loved him in Zombieland.
Oh, yeah, he's great in Zombieland.
I love Zombieland. It's
There's
the most underrated zombie movie ever.
The only Bill Murray movie I didn't enjoy, and everybody tells me I need to rewatch it. Maybe I need to, because maybe I'd enjoy it now, but at the time I didn't. But Lost in Translation.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that movie at all, and I hated it, and shit-talked it forever until, so many people was like, you need to watch it again. Because I was younger when it came out.
Right.
I probably didn't get it or something.
Didn't he do Life Aquatic?
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, I have it, and I've never even opened it.
Never watched it?
Nope.
Oh
It's still
my
in the
God.
wrapping.
That movie's underrated, I think. That movie has some of the most quotable lines. Like, If you like Wes Anderson movies, that is one of the best Wes Anderson movies, I think.
Well,
Aside from Royal Tenenbaums. Royal Tenenbaums is great, too.
I have to give that one a chance.
But Life Aquatic is so fucking good. Just, and most of the characters on that movie are so good, too. Like, what's his fucking name? I know his name. He needs to be the Joker. Willem Dafoe's character.
Willem Dafoe?
In that movie is so great.
He needs to be the Joker.
Like, you're gonna hear this now and be like, that's not funny, but in the movie it's fucking great. But it's like, who the shit is Kingsley Zissou? Like, that is the fucking funny, one of the funniest lines in that movie.
I don't get it, but I'll watch it. Like I said, I still have it in my movie collection. I just haven't.
Yeah, I hope I didn't hype it up too much. I'm like, this movie's dumb, but I love that.
No, I've heard from multiple sources it's a good movie.
It's definitely a Wes Anderson.
That's why
movie.
I grabbed it. I think I found it in a $5 bin at Walmart.
Oh shit! Like on DVD or something.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's definitely one I'd pick up.
Also, maybe after this fight, I'm gonna get a computer, and I want you to show me how to rip movies off of that, like the way you do it.
Download movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
I have no fucking idea.
I can do that.
Is it like uTorrent or something?
Yeah, I'm giving away the. I'm admitting.
Don't
to
tell
it
me now, but.
But yeah, like that's what you want to do. Then yeah, I can show you how to do that, which I don't do.
But he knows how.
But I know how. Yeah, I can do that.
Sweet.
Incrimination. That's good enough for me. But
yeah.
yeah.
I think there's bigger fish to fry than just somebody wanting to watch free movies.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're small fish in a big pond. But
yeah.
Another thing I don't know if I know you remember the original show it's based on, but have you watched Glow at all on Netflix? Did you watch the second season?
No, I watched probably 3 or 4 episodes in the first season.
See, the first season I liked, but I felt like it could have been a lot more.
Pretty slow at first.
But the second season I liked even more than the first season. So I think the second season, like, they must have read stuff or heard reviews and shit. Or they just need... The first season was just a whole lot of setup. You know what I mean? But the second season I enjoyed a lot.
I didn't hate it. I just... One of those things where there's so much on Netflix that you start watching something. I think I started watching it, and then Stranger Things second season came out.
Gotcha.
I was like, okay, put that on hold, and then...
It's a great thing about Netflix. It's always going to be there, especially if it's a Netflix original.
Yep.
Sweet.
Did you watch Stranger Things 2 yet? The second season?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched it way back when it came out.
Me too. Didn't like it as much as the first one.
I liked every episode, but that one stinker, episode 7, where she was like meeting a bunch of other characters and
what was that called? The Heroes episode?
Yeah, basically. It was like an episode of Heroes.
Yeah.
Cheesy characters and shit.
I forgot about that episode. I had to go back because I watched the first season probably 4 times now.
Oh yeah, I think I watched it twice.
Yeah, it was the first time I watched it was like the second day it came out, and I was just like I couldn't put it down. I stayed up till like 2:00 in the morning watching it. I was like trying to keep my eyes open.
Those last 2 episodes really made up for that 7th episode. Those last 2 episodes were epic as fuck.
They were good.
Something I remembered enjoying a lot about it is that the whole time I thought Sean Astin's character was going to end up being like evil or bad in the end, and I'm so glad that like he wasn't.
I'm so happy he died, and
I mean, I was sad that he died. I liked him. He was a sweet guy in there, but like I'm just glad he ended up like the way he died. Spoiler alert, and all that other shit. He was still a good guy in the end. He like sacrificed himself in the end and shit. Like 'cause
I told Rachel, I remember telling her, like, maybe the 4th episode, I was like, he was hired from the government or that one agency to, like, hey, be this chick's boyfriend, but he's, like, really watching over everything.
The kid,
but it wasn't. I mean, it turned out to be, like, or maybe season 3 they find out he did.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know. He
might
pop back
sense.
up.
It would make
he's
sense.
A cloned version of himself, and they just keep...
Something wild like that.
No, I'm psyched for the new season, though. I don't know when it's coming out. But...
Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Why didn't I? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, we got to wait another fucking year for.
Yeah, fuck those assholes.
I think I'm about to start rewatching the last season again, just because I need that fix. I keep seeing videos pop up about theories and shit all of a sudden.
Because it's getting close. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, I guess.
Another 10 months.
Damn, that's not close at all, dude. Is it really?
Well, I say that about video games too. I'm like Resident Evil 2 is getting a remake, not just not better graphics, but remade. And I'm just like, what? I can't wait till for January. What the fuck? And then I was like, it'll be here before I know it. I'm not like 12 anymore, where I like sit around and I like mark off days on the calendar. Like, okay,
I don't know if I ever did that, but no, I see what you're saying. No, I start doing that like when there's like a week or two away from it happening. Like I can't wait for Red Dead 2 to come out. I'm kind of psyched.
October?
Yeah, fall. I think it is October. But Fallout 76, I'm psyched for. That comes out in November.
I just started playing Fallout 4 a couple weeks ago.
What do you think? I know there's a lot of hate. I know Josh hates those fucking games. And
I
Skyrim.
love Fallout 3.
Yeah?
New
Fallout 3
Vegas was
good.
okay.
Shit, I like New Vegas.
I had a problem with it because I think I told you before, it auto-saved right when I went after some guy that was like, I'm in this like circus tent thing. And he was sitting on a throne, and I went after him because he pissed me off. I was like, I'm going to shoot this fucking dude. And I shot him, and it auto-saved. And there was like 30 guys around me. Just shoot. As soon as they shot me and killed me, it auto-saved right to where they were shooting me. So you kept
reloading and dying.
Yeah, I was like, I won't kill him this time, I promise.
I had a very similar thing. I think I ran out the door or something.
That's what happened to me.
And it auto-saved because I went out the door. So no matter what, I couldn't go back and like be like, all right, I changed my mind. Because usually I should have like saved and then reloaded right before I did it, but I didn't. That's why I was super glad that they added the quick save option to Fallout 4.
Fallout 4, yeah. I like it so far. I haven't really put the time in that I should have.
Yeah.
I kind of been jumping around games.
What do you think of the whole building thing? People hate that.
I hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I like it. Like
I can't figure it out.
It was very limited.
Problem.
I think with like mods and then like the expansion packs and stuff, it made it a lot easier and funner to do. But I love that shit. Like my favorite part of the Sims games were building the houses and shit.
Yeah. That's what I would do too. I'd build the houses and then I'd start a new thing. I'd spend
like the first day of me having that game just building my house and putting things in it, and I'm like, okay, now I'll move in. And you know me, I was always rosebudding and giving myself extra money and shit. Like, but
you know, a game that I wish they would bring back, and I would probably, when I get a computer, I might even try to get the old ones, is Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, dude, there's one for your phone that's pretty fucking awesome. Like, it's not as awesome as the normal ones, obviously, but it's a sweet little mobile version of the game, and it's free.
I'm buying it, or I'm getting it. It's just Roller Coaster
Tycoon?
Tycoon?
It's called SimCity, or no, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I believe it's just called Roller Coaster Tycoon or something. You'll see it. It's the free one.
Roller Coaster?
Yeah,
okay.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, but
I know what I'm doing today.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I might still have my phone's over there, but it's a good one. I'm stuck on that WWE Supercard game. Can't.
The one that pops up on Facebook all the time?
Maybe. This one, it's kind of like all those other card games like Magic and Hearthstone and shit like that. But it's with WWE characters and just numbers. It's a lot simpler than all those other games. But like
Roman Reigns the best?
No, they're actually you upgrade the cards, so they're gonna all be the best if you do it the right way.
Gotcha.
But
what time? Where are we at on time?
Oh yeah.
4 o'clock. Want to end it here in a minute?
Yeah, we're over an hour. We can stop it here.
Yeah.
We'll end it with video game talk. We covered a lot of bases here.
We went all over the place today.
We did. That's usually how we do. There's usually a bunch of time in between. But this was Jam Up number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff is still the champ and soon to be a UFC champ with this beautiful announcement. Dude, I am not... could not be fucking prouder either, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah. Check us out on Facebook, all the social media, facebook.com/MattArcherMedia. We're on Twitter, but I don't get on there much. You can follow me on Twitter at the Western Jesus. You're
Mine's
on Twitter.
Jeff Hughes MMA. Simple as it gets.
There you go. I'm sure you'll get all the updates on there.
More of an Instagram guy now.
Yeah. Also on Instagram, Matt Archer Media. Same thing on Instagram?
Same, yep, all the way through. The only thing that's different is the Facebook. And I'm probably friends with you already on Facebook. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Facebook's easy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, T-shirts available at mattarcher.threadless.com. And, yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is also available on iTunes and Stitcher. And anybody that's listening to the audio version of the podcast and doesn't know, we do a video version of the podcast. So go to youtube.com/MattArcherMedia for that.
Before we end this,
Oh, yeah?
are we on? See, I got this new fan. Are we on that?
What is it?
I don't know. Castbox?
Castbox? I don't know. You'd have to look us up. Because I know I personally put us on iTunes and Stitcher. But the feed app or the feed site I use puts us on other platforms too. I don't know what those ones are. I just know that you can find us on other ones as well. I just know that iTunes. There it is.
Castbox.
We are on Castbox, ladies and gentlemen.
I just got this phone like 2 weeks ago, so I'm still trying to figure it out.
It looks like you got it pretty well figured out. You found us in like 30 seconds.
Boom. Also, just a little shout out. I did another podcast.
Oh yeah.
On Sunday, A&A MMA. They're two dudes out of Akron. It's very similar to this podcast, except they're strictly all MMA. They shouted us out, so man, let's do the same. And
oh, nice.
A&A MMA. So they want to meet you, and they want to get some tips and bullshit with you. So
maybe we should have them on the show sometime.
They would love that.
Sweet. All right. Well, fucking hit us up, guys. And all the
cool,
shit we just
cool
said.
Dudes. So
cool. Yeah, check them out. A&A MMA. A&A MMA. I like it. It rolls right off the top.
I said too. I was like, yeah, JAMUP, and I told them what it was for, and they're like, yeah, we use our initials too.
Yeah, I am so bad with names too. So, but,
yeah.
All right, yeah. Thanks for watching / listening. Check us out. Check them out. And until next time.
See ya.
Bye, Internet.